Jackson Podcast.
Hey man, I got my dog on the show with me, man. One of my favorite people to collaborate and have conversations with. Guy Jackson. Make sure that y'all go subscribe to his channel. He has dope conversations on his channel, the Guy Jackson Podcast. But on this episode, we talking hip hop, we talking freestyles, a platform he turned me on to. What's going on today, Guy? How's your day going, my brother?
You're going good, bro. Good, bro.
Yes, sir.
Going good. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Sunday.
When you think of Big Sean, what you think of, though, Guy?
I think of an artist that get caught up. Not his fault,
Mm-hmm.
but he don't get the love he deserves.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like he slept on.
He been in the game 15 years now, though, and still slept on.
Still slept on, bro. And it's always somebody dropping shit when he dropping.
Oh, yeah. That's disrespectful, though. That's what that is. I feel like.
I honestly think like Big Sean, man. He's up there with the Wale's.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
He can hold his own.
Yeah, I feel like he is. Yeah, him and Wale is in the same predicament as him, though. To be honest.
Yeah.
He slept on also. He might be slept on more than Big Sean because Big Sean has sold 150 million records.
Yeah, Wale is big slept on. I was listening to Ambition.
A classic to me. That is
bro.
What's your favorite Wale album?
I would have to say Ambitious, bro.
Okay, that was his first one when he got signed to MMG and everything, ain't it?
I would have to say Ambitious.
I would have to say Seinfeld.
The one with Seinfeld? That was a good one.
Mm-hmm.
That was a good one.
Yeah, but why you think that? Why is that your what I'm saying, your favorite album, the album about nothing? I mean, Ambition. My fault.
Because if you never heard Wale before, that introduction of him let you know exactly who he was.
Oh God, yeah.
And you can honestly play that album straight through. He got tracks in there with Lloyd. He got tracks in there with Neo. Meek.
Miguel.
Yep.
Yeah.
And he spit.
Yeah. I love that song DC or Nothing too. That's one of my mom's favorite songs. She loved that song. I used to play that song. She said one day I was listening to that album, Ambition, and DC or Nothing came on. She said, "Play that back, baby." I played. She said, "I like that." That she said, "I'm familiar. That's familiar to me. That sound and that feeling is familiar to me." And that song always has resonated with me since my mom could relate to it. It's just interesting, man. Like I wanted to, before we do this freestyle reaction or whatever, I wanted to say like the good music artists right now are thriving. You got the clips about to drop. And I want to ask you something after this about the clips and what's your perception and thoughts about that. Tiana Taylor performed at the BET Awards. And she is announcing that she has a new album. She's doing a movie and a soundtrack also. She's outside and she's working. Big Sean, he just did the Red Bull freestyle with Joey Badass and them, and he's releasing music and getting back in the algorithm. 2 Chainz, he just did a mini soundtrack. He got a song with the Isley Brothers. He got a song with Neo. He just did the album with Larry June, The Alchemist. He's back into the algorithm, creating high quality content. But the reason I'm presenting this question to you is because what if they were still on Kanye's roster? What do you like? What do you think Kanye feels right now or is dealing with right now about the success of all the people that was up under him and now they just done branched off and they flourishing?
Well, I think Kanye played a role that he was supposed to in his career during that period of time.
Mm-hmm.
Now they get to flourish.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, you talk about Big Sean, 2 Chainz, Pusha T, Common. These dudes did what they were supposed to do. Mm-hmm. Get the knowledge that they were supposed to get. Get their rights back. Mm. And now they get to carve out their own lane for their own career now.
I agree. And what's crazy about that, though, is that these people are in the forefront leading the culture and pushing the culture forward. Are you excited for the Clips album, or is they just gonna release a mid, fam?
No, bro. That is one of the highly anticipated albums that is gonna hit the streets in a long time.
You know it's hotter than fish grease, ain't it, fam?
Yep. They just dropped two singles off the album.
How is Malice in that rare form like that after 10 years spitting?
Because he never stopped rapping.
I was asleep. It ain't his fault. I was just asleep, ain't it?
He literally never stopped rapping. People gotta understand. Pusha T is a rapping motherfucker.
Yeah. He definitely a rapping motherfucker, a super rapper.
So at any given time, I'm pretty sure when they got together, it goes.
Yeah, most definitely, man. I feel like them boys are the nicest of the nicest, man. Ain't nobody. I'm just anticipating the album. I'm excited for the album. I feel like Malice, them 2 verses that he dropped on this recent album. I mean, these recent 2 songs. I feel like they unmatched right now. They hotter than fish grease, and this is the most. This is the most traction and the most exciting time in hip hop to me since the Kendrick Lamar and Drake beef. What has been more exciting than the release of the Pusha T and them album since the Kendrick Lamar and Drake beef?
Nothing. Because every time they drop something, it's controversy behind it.
Yeah, I agree. Let's get into the freestyle, though, man. Let's check out what's going on.
Get into it.
Okay. Let me pull it up.
Leakers, Just Incredible, DJ Sour Milk, and we are so heavy in here tonight, bro.
Nah,
we got Detroit in here, we got the IE in here, we got LA in here.
Hey man,
Dime
Life, Surf Club, LA Leakers. What more can you ask for?
Detroit,
big bars, big beats, big Grammys.
That part, big money.
We all the way. Look, let's get it, Sean.
Look, I was with Kobe last January 1st. Trapped inside a year that just can't get no worse. Present traumatic stress got me damaged and hurt. I've been in the gym trying to lift off a curse that's been on me since my family tree was planted on earth. Swear my seed's gonna have a new advantage at birth. I stopped hoping for the best, now I'm demanding it work. I handle my dirt if good karma don't land on it first. Relentless how I give it all but never give in. Just like NBA players in my girls' DMs. Steady shooting shots that'll never go in. Fuck it, I'm focused on making money we never gonna spend. My whole life feels like my blessings queue right on schedule. I still hate seafood, but love the oyster perpetual. Ayy, never cheat yourself, that might be God testing you. Rocky roads I pedal through. When niggas switch, I never do. Even when lights behind me was red and blue. 1,000,000 times my revenue, soul is unsellable still. My mind get conflicted as a Palestine border. My grass greener, I spread down with alkaline water. Big fucking checkbook, and yeah, I'm the author. Not just from learning, but applying what life taught you. That's why I'm done confusing people's opinions with facts and getting sidetracked by people who life not on track. They did a song with every artist I respected in rap. Bitch, and they ain't charged me shit cause they respected me back. So give me that first. Hit like Black Church, Tyson bag work. I deserve Nipsey last verse recorded by Hit. Ain't nothing in the world more important than this. Half a ticket on me like I already boarded some shit. But they been exploiting us since we got off the ship. Trust issues with the world, man, that I gotta clear within. But how I'm supposed to after the Tuskegee experiment, where they took 400 blacks, snuff from syphilis, knowing that they might die, never see it here again. Land of the free where nothing's free and you ain't really free till you free within. But they don't teach you that. They rather keep that for them. Let me chill before the Secret Service pull back up here to speak with him. Man, I'm in too deep with them. Again.
You know, we always converse before when the beat about to switch up. What did you hear, guy? Because I heard a lot and it was nasty what he was saying. And good,
bro. Niggas being his girl DMs.
Yeah, he does have a beautiful young lady.
That Pakistan Secret Service line. They done put up on it before.
Yeah. You know what I heard? You know, he said, I got the book that he mentioned, but he mentioned it in a different way. So the book is titled Post-Traumatic Slave Syndrome. He said he has present traumatic slave syndrome. Wow. That was powerful to me because he flipped it around and said in the present, he is dealing with trauma, not the post or the past. And then another thing he said, I'm through confusing people's opinions with facts, because that's just their opinion. It's really not a fact in that verse, what he was saying. And I knew that he did a song with Nipsey. I didn't know which one was Nipsey's last verse, but he just said on this freestyle that he deserved Nipsey Hussle's last verse. Was it people saying that he didn't deserve the verse or something, or it was controversial?
Yep, it was people saying he didn't deserve it.
Mm-hmm. And the video was shot in LA and all of that, so it was I didn't hear none of this controversy, guys. It's new to me. Yeah,
man. That's the hate that he got.
You did mention that at the beginning of the show too, though, that he's underrated and people don't appreciate Big Sean like that. Have you been in tune with Big Sean as of recently, what he's been doing on platforms and speaking about mental health and the book that he has wrote and stuff?
Yeah.
Because I purchased this book and I feel like the healing process that he's going through and the awareness that he has is something that isn't embraced in our culture, and that's why people aren't appreciating him like they should. Folks really appreciate like dark music and stressed out music and people being in problem situations instead of embracing a person's music that's healed. Why is it fam?
You also got to understand. Sorry to cut you off, bro.
No, you good. You great.
You also got to understand that the people that like that type of music are the people that's living that life, right? They're in the dark. You know, they can't relate to what he's talking about now. Because they haven't did the healing process for themselves yet.
Yeah. Wow, that's interesting. So if his sales are down because he ain't talking about I don't fuck with you, because that's when he was platinum, when he was speaking the language of the people that is not healed. Now that he's speaking the language of the healed, his sales are down. So that means that the masses of the people are not healed individuals. Am I correct in that aspect of where I'm thinking, fam?
That sounds about right.
Let's keep it going.
Sounds about right.
Let's keep it going.
Again, it already happened once. We're trying to school y'all on some shit that they don't teaching them. You know, we're saying too much.
Yo.
But I can't get up here and say too little either.
Nah, come on, man. It's important.
This how we doing it tonight?
Important.
You know, what's the point?
Bro, over 10 years in the making, man.
You feel me?
We've been waiting for this one.
Hey. Well, I guess we got to deliver then.
Don life.
Hey. Look, B.I.G. all my deals match me. White collar business without the skin bleach. I got 10 LLCs, pay tax dues and fees. Every dollar an employee, my money working for me. My auntie passed while I was performing overseas. That's the price I pay on top of paying for everything. But when you the backbone of your family, They only stand as tall as you standing. Even when your feelings and your actions ain't matching and you carry everyone baggage, you just haven't found the right time to unpack it, and the schedule steady packed in, and you frontline for the backing, and all the walls that you built up are the ones that you get trapped in, and somehow you fall right back into your worst habits. Man, too much pain soaked up, I have to spill. No wonder why I'm doing songs with Nas, I got mass appeal. A problem solver, cause money and problems a package deal. I break the bank over and over, giving no time to heal. Just like they did my heart. I got my family out the dark and out of debt. From laying my life on the line and taking risks. Probably why I relate so fucking hard to that Squid Game shit. Except I would've got on the plane at the end, cause I know that family comes first, especially over revenge. You only get this type of reach when you overextend. A lot of y'all over pretend. I ain't going out for advice, I'm going within. Everybody want the credits, but I take the cash, cause we all know the credits is the shit that roll at the end. And we ain't nowhere near it. No matter how far away from home I go, I know they always cheering. And when I quiet the noise around me, I can always hear it. What has the game done to you, Sean? A lot of songs I wrote for icons that I still ain't even get publishing on. And some of them up more than me. I don't know how they sleep at night knowing they wrong. No happy endings where I'm from, and that shit rubbed me wrong. Sean, you been in love too long. It sound like all your hunger gone. I'm fucking starving. I saw a sunset on the way here, so colorful and vivid. It reminded me that God, my favorite artist. And the fact I woke up today and saw it reminded me that I'm winning regardless, for real.
Regardless. Winning regardless. God's my favorite artist. Come on.
We ain't stopping there, bro.
Oh,
Yes, sir.
We can't stop there, man. We got Big Sean in here.
You know that.
Yeah.
That was a Drake beat, wasn't it, fam?
Mm-hmm. He was talking about Kanye.
Because Kanye owed some money, or owed him money at the time this was recorded.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's crazy looking at Kanye's career because I'm a fan. No, I don't like using the word fan because it's an abbreviation for a fanatic, and I'm not a fanatic of anybody, but I'm a supporter and a person who appreciates Kanye's creativity. But when I think about Sci-Hi the Prince, Big Sean, and Pusha T, what they contributed to the writing process, I know it takes a team to create a great project or whatever, though, but you can't do the people wrong that's assisting you, fam.
Nope.
Yeah, you can't do the people wrong that's assisting you along the way. In that verse, what did you think about that verse? Was that mid? Was that fire? What did you hear, fam, that really caught your attention that he was spitting on?
I heard release.
As in?
His healing process.
Yeah.
See, a lot of people don't understand, man. When you go to therapy, when you're trying to heal yourself, you're trying to break generational curses.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
And it's therapeutic for him.
You know, that's interesting you say that because that's what make me I stopped rapping and writing records and being creative for a decade, fam. And I realized I was deteriorating as an individual by not being creative.
Mm-hmm.
And that is a way to relieve things out of your life and relieve stress and relieve problems and all of that old type of stuff. And listen to Big Sean talking about breaking generational curses, being the backbone of his family and all of that on that verse. I agree with you too, because it was one bar he said, I'm not going out for the information, I'm going within. He ain't looking to reach out to people to get it. He's gonna go within.
Find himself.
Yeah, and that's harsh that we have to do that as people, because at the end of the day, nobody really gives a shit, fam. So it's interesting to see the growth of the man. You know what I mean? What's poppin', Florida Boy J? Thanks for tapping into the show, man. You and Florida Boy J had a good discussion too on the show about.
Yeah, I rock with him, bro. I got subscribe to his channel. I'm gonna do that when we get out of here.
Okay, that's what's up, man. But I see what you see in that freestyle, because that freestyle was that part of the freestyle on the Drake beat. It was dope. Even the first part was dope too, though. But I feel like I got the same thing aspect that you got out of it by him speaking to the healing process. It's crazy though that rap don't get appreciated, fam. I'm tripping off of this though right now.
You gotta understand this. It's not. I'm not gonna say few.
Mm-hmm.
But some people when I listen to music, you gotta be saying something.
Mm-hmm.
I need some substance. I need a story.
Mm-hmm.
I need life transgressions.
Mm-hmm.
If you ain't got none of that, I can't relate.
You know, what's crazy too about that is that's not what's get invested in. Like the foolishness get invested in.
And it's a lot of foolishness, bro.
Yeah.
That's all you hear.
Yeah.
I got satellite radio for a reason. I don't listen to the regular radio right now. I don't.
I listen to what I want to listen to. I control what goes in my ears. You know, I can't let nothing control me because I feel like everything, me doing podcasts and me participating in media and understanding the algorithm now, I feel like everything is programming the mind to make me think what they want me to think instead of me having control over my own thoughts and shit.
Bro, that's why I not did a podcast in like 2 months.
Mm-hmm. Talk to me.
Because everything I see online is everything I don't want to talk about.
Ain't nothing, you know what I'm saying? Feeding the soul ain't nothing. Yeah.
Controversy, bro. Like I feel like there's a problem with everything somebody say.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody got a problem with an opinion of somebody. It's just an opinion. It's okay.
Yeah.
Do you believe it? Or you don't?
You know that Florida Boy Jay just said a comment too, and he agreed with you on that statement. I know he agreed with you because I heard him say this, and he said this to me that he don't like speaking on shit that like everybody is in this talking about the same thing and the same negativity, and ain't nothing high frequency or high valuable. So it's just a waste of time, really.
It's a waste of time. What we doing? You don't? That's why we're tap into your platform. You know, I call in.
Yeah.
I'll be in the comments.
Yeah, you always have some.
You know.
Yeah.
I figure if my brother gonna talk about it, I don't need to talk about it.
You know, I try to take the foolishness and speak about it in a way with some substance in it. To see how people view it. I don't try to, you know what I'm saying?
You don't join the crowd.
Yeah.
You stand alone.
Yeah. And I'm trying to get the paper. I ain't even gonna cap to you. YouTube.
I feel you, bro.
I'm trying to get some of this paper, fam. So at the end of the day, I understand why people ain't talking about the dumb shit though. Because that's all it really is. You know what I'm saying? It's people monetizing and creating niches too, talking about the same thing, every day. I can't get on her and talk about Diddy every day, fam.
Nope.
I can't get on her and talk about who else got some sexual allegations all the time, really.
Fat Joe. It's funny how things come full circle in karma.
Mm-hmm.
Because he got on Math Hoffa's platform.
Oh, okay. Educate me.
And did what he did and said what he said.
Mm-hmm.
Math Hoffa's platform completely take a dip.
It's done for.
And then you got Fat Joe stuff and allegations coming out.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like y'all don't get it.
Yeah.
Y'all gotta understand when y'all speak on us,
mm-hmm.
we don't have to do anything or say anything.
The ancestors listening.
They're gonna take care of us every time.
Yeah.
That's life. That's how it's set up for us as a people.
Yeah, that's interesting too. That it is set up like that.
I don't fight no battles, man.
Talk to me. Educate me. You don't.
I don't fight no battles. Shred. I don't.
You don't have to.
I don't have to.
Okay.
I got people fighting for me, and every time they be beating it.
Hey, it's crazy we got all of this conversation out of a freestyle. Let's keep it going and see where this next verse leads us, fam. Let's do it.
It's the LA Leakers.
Hip boy.
Y'all gonna go
Don
first.
Life.
Drake the A, huh? See what they doing.
We tried it.
He caught on.
Let's go.
Yo.
I got it. Hey, my life get chaotic as Dennis Rodman's. Stars intertwine my soul back to alignment. If we don't have the same vision, no point in exchanging contacts. Only ex I love running into is at the end of my contracts. Yeah, bottom line, I'm seeing through your mask and it's fake like we at the Comic-Con. I point them out from time to time, yeah. Speaking of time, me and my aunt been getting closer. Either I took her for granted or didn't know her. Or is it I'm getting older? Or is it Lucas finally turning into Yoda? New beginnings, no such thing as overs. We should have just stayed friends that never opened up and needed closure. God, give me directions like Noah. Fuck all that hopeless romantic shit. But it was cool to see Ye get back with Hover. Look, bitch, this the new chain of command. Might bring the power chains back like me and Ye in Japan. Cutting back at it, I'm saying. Everything I know now could have been added to then. Nothing better than having it all, except having it all, losing it all, then getting it back again. No writing on the wall, but still I know how to read a room. I don't need a casket when I die, I need a tomb. My focus back active, now I'm getting consumed. Yeah, I'm awake with the moon. Mother Nature, so when I die, not buried. What that mean? I'm going back in the womb? Planned Parenthood couldn't plant it. Dante had signed my advance check, stuck in the rooms, I ain't panic. You only good as your plan is. I can't debate the semantics. You gotta live with my antics. My life is ruled by the planets. Got message still is in transit, so I'm expanding my bandwidth. Gone.
Come on. Come on.
Yeah.
He's operating at a high level.
Hey, my favorite advantage is disadvantage. I get to execute everything I was planning.
Talk your
Sean
we
came
going
through.
here.
Now
gonna
we
be
gonna go here
Halloween.
now.
Yeah.
Halloween coming up.
Spook. Come on. Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Be barred up, man.
yes, sir. Boy,
Boy.
boy.
Get it.
Come on.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey. Look. Dirty or corporate, I get to checking assortments. You better clean up your energy before you come around, cause I pick up on shit and absorb it. I did not come to your house to come look around. I came in that motherfucker to torch it. I used to show love and peace to people who ain't give a piece of love. Now I'm right back on that war shit. Making somebody important, but you not important to them. It's like motherfucker torture. Some niggas bitch made this in their chromosome, DNA, blood in their veins, of course. And if you a real one, gotta stand tall. Cause right now it's the shortest. Niggas be wanting they flowers. I'd rather go get my hands dirty and go pick my own shit. Little bitch. Only linking with the chain gang, cause I know if their M's was O's, they'd still do the same thing. A lot of y'all living in the past, cause you can't do this shit again. Me, I know yesterday's scores and not the one to win the days. Games, black card, black badge, black pride. My whole life was monochromatic. I don't be wearing no skirts and dresses, but if it's an issue, I drag it. Hey, she like on me and that motherfucker came with attachments, just like my last bitch. Nowadays, niggas is more in the reading the caption than in the reading the passage. Hold up. What the fuck is that?
Yeah.
Hit it, then I splat. Hey, that's how I step on niggas. Your favorite rapper, my motherfucking doormat. Look, I go at they necks and hearts. The shit you was building forever, I tear it apart. Me, I'm a stepper for real since from the beginning. I mean, I was born in March. Shout out to Nardo, but fuck it on OG. Y'all probably a slot to the Bee Gees. I mean, I got an old soul for real. My past like probably go back to the B's. He's been going platinum since my first was my last, and I was there dancing with CB. You got your first plaque from streams. I got mine from selling the CD. Hometown hero for real. They might as well put me on Marvel or DC. You gotta look up to reach me. Look, and it's 1, 2, 3, 4 million at the label low. 5, 6, 7 ways. Besides rap, I'm getting paid. Started broke, didn't break. First in my gen, I had to generate. Verses like I'm Johnny Cage. I'm the boss. Meet me on the final stage, little bitch.
Come on.
Hey,
Oh,
fuck is that?
what the?
Fuck is that? Hey, nigga, that's IRS. Hey, the biggest gang is the government, nigga.
Let's stop him for a minute, family. He was about to start cooking, though, but I want to finish the show off with that, though, and let us give our perspectives and thoughts of what we was listening to and hearing just now, because the brother cooking on this shit, man, and him rapping off of that Nardo Wick beat was interesting, because I never seen him really collaborate with Florida individuals, fam.
No.
Ross.
That's it.
Yeah,
If he did.
Yeah. You know, I got a question for you, because I've been thinking about this a lot lately, and thinking about Big Sean. I know he went to the radio station. He wanted to be part of the good music crew, and he wanted to be, you know what I'm saying, a part of a crew, a collective of individuals. And I feel like in all aspects of life, we better together than we are alone. It's with more of a collective. But the question I ask for you, do you think that the entourage is over and done with in hip hop?
Yeah. If you don't want to end up in some shit.
Educate me, fam, because, you know, the entourage is over. You don't see people running around with cliques and crews no more, do you?
No, because they're liabilities. He's been through that.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, he was outside of good music. He had his own little crew.
Mm-hmm.
And bro, he got into some shit because of them. And they was nowhere to be found. While he was going through the shit. Didn't do anything.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody else did.
Wow, that's crazy.
He talks about it.
Mm-hmm. And he wasn't even participating in none of the foolishness. It's just that being in connection and in the vicinity of these individuals, it got him involved in some foolishness.
Right.
Who was, so now when I think about it, was YSL the last crew?
Yeah.
Because it's zero crews in hip hop no more.
I mean, if you ain't in the group making music, I don't understand why you need 10 niggas with you.
Even see, when I think about TDE.
I was just about to bring them up.
QCP, I don't know if they are, but
QC, they're not even together no more.
It's no collectives in hip hop no more. It's over.
I think P&M sold QC.
Yeah, they sold QC for $300 million. You know, if anybody that's watching this, that's in the live chat, tell me, do y'all think that the entourage is over in hip hop? And if there is an entourage still existing, let us know who it is. But Miss Mickey in the comment section, she said it's done. These niggas slimy. And I would have to agree with her.
I gotta agree too.
It's over and done.
Think about it like this, right?
Mm-hmm.
You write the raps. You lay in the tracks. What them niggas doing? Just sitting in the studio? You going to a show.
Yeah.
Them niggas sit in the audience. They ain't on payroll.
Yeah.
They just want to be a part of what you're doing. I don't need them type of people.
You need people that are assets that want to be of assistance to the growth of what we got going on.
Right. If I'm the breadwinner,
yeah,
you got to protect me at all costs. But I'm going to put people around me. That's their job to do. Security.
Yeah. They on the payroll.
They on the payroll.
But okay, so would you roll with security of a group of homeboys, or would you have to get paid people that's licensed?
I need paid people that's licensed.
I knew you was gonna say you can't have nobody around you participate in the foolishness, shooting people, then you charge with it.
I don't even hang around them people. Never have.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't even indulge in that.
Yeah, I agree. That's interesting, fam, because you know it's a lot of people that employed their homeboys who came up in the streets with them, and then when they get caught with the gun, the media and everybody else will say that it's yours. And
yep.
In our reality, you ain't even had nothing to do with it. But I see that Hit Boy is with him, and he from out there. From where you from, fam?
From the IE. Yep.
Oh, he ain't from Los Angeles?
No, he's from Inland Empire. He's 60 minutes away.
That's the name of a city. I never heard of Inland Empire.
All right. So you know when you go out to Temecula?
Yeah, I know where Temecula at.
And Menifee.
That's the
Hemet. Riverside. Moreno Valley. That's the Inland Empire.
Oh, so all of those cities are the Inland Empire.
Yep. They call it the IE for short.
Chino Hills.
Yep.
Okay, I didn't know that. That's crazy. Let me read Miss Mickey's comment, and then we're gonna I still got the question to ask you about Hit Boy. Smoking weed, drinking Hennessy with cough syrup, and waiting on a chance to bang your lady. Slimy. She's still on that
There you go.
entourage type of behavior, because those entourages, man, I think that's over and done with in the culture, to be honest with you, though. But if in the last 5 years, what producer has had more of an impact on hip hop than Hit Boy?
I can't name you one.
I was wanting to see if you was gonna name one, because
It's been Hit Boy.
yeah,
Now it's Alchemist.
Alchemist is in the forefront right now.
Right now. Mhm.
Most definitely. I know Metro Boomin contributed to a lot of the stuff that went on.
He had his run. He had his time too. I'm not saying that his time is over.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, they pushing. I think each producer get with the artist that they get to.
Mm-hmm.
Like Hit Boy got with Big Sean, and then he got with Nas, and we see what happened with Nas.
He put 6 albums out.
Back to back. And won a Grammy.
Yeah.
And that's why I don't understand how Jim Jones can say what he say.
Yeah. I've been doing content on that too, but I would love to know your take about all of that foolishness going on with Jim Jones. Should I play the clip for you so you can
play the clip?
Play the clip. Okay, where the clip at?
Play the clip.
The one at Fat Joe and Jadakiss show, or the one on
the one at Fat Joe and Jadakiss?
Okay, here we go.
Keep it a buck here.
Yeah, but
let's keep it a buck. You heard? Let's keep it a buck, because you'll bring it up. There must be some type of misconception or what's that word when it comes to Jim Jones and what Jim Jones have done in this game. A lot of these rappers,
we made them take the darkies off.
A lot of these rappers have done a tremendous job, and I take nothing away from them, but they forget I got a hell of a catalog. Me, Jim Jones, myself, gold records, platinum records, gold albums, platinum albums. No, me, Jim Jones. No diplomats, no nobody else. Me, Jim Jones. Check my track record. Then check everybody else's track record. Then go to the billboards and check all my entries. Then check all them niggas' entries and shit like that. And I'm not taking nothing away from nobody. But I hear the comparisons, and the niggas be trying to act funny when it comes. No, I've been spanking a lot of this shit. I'm talking about the industry. I've been putting on. So let's not get into that where we get into numbers and I got to show you the statistics of what I've done. You heard to what other people was done. You heard them. You want to go to the billboard entries, pull up Nas billboard entries, then pull up my billboard entries.
Listen, we can't compare the two. What I'm trying to tell you is
I want to go there.
Hold on.
I want to go down the line now, because now we going down the line. He's a rapper and I'm a rapper.
Listen,
let's go statistically.
It feels great.
No, but I want to go statistically, because when people be like,
I feel the same way. We all feel the same way.
And forget about the numbers. My numbers back up.
Let me step up to the forefront. Us in the music of hip hop culture have a problem. Is a thing, and there's nothing. The world goes off numbers, but in hip hop, we don't pay enough homage to those before us the correct way, and sometimes it's even myself. So it gets. No other genre of music fucking, I don't even know who to use.
Yeah, but you gotta understand, hip-hop is like basketball.
Jelly Roll's never gonna say that about
hip-hop is like basketball. John Morant get on a call with LeBron, he's going to kill LeBron. So this is what this is about.
Any song, any of that shit is murder,
this is what this is about. There's nothing that could, there's never, is me, putting me up against anybody, I'm taking me every time. Every time.
Delusional.
Miss Mickey want me to pull the Shannon Sharp up. We're gonna get back to the freestyle too, but I'm gonna pull the Shannon Sharp up. But what's your thoughts of that guy? And I got the statistics if you want me to read them to you too.
Oh, I got them up too.
You want me to pull them up? So you want to read them? I'll pull them up.
I got some up right now. Okay. So they're 3 years apart. Now it's 51. Jim Jones is 48. Yep.
Keep going.
How do you say you got hold on. How do you say you got platinum records and gold records when the only platinum record single you have is Fly High? Like you capping, bro.
0 platinum albums, fam.
Zero platinum albums. But let him tell he got a platinum album too.
860,000 Spotify listeners. Nas got 9.2. I hate comparing brothers together, but what he said on the show is that he got more Billboard hot entries than Nas. You can see it on the screen. The whole internet exposed him when he said he got more Billboard hot entries than Nas. You see it right there. 15 Billboard entries for Nas, 2 for Jim Jones. As delusional, like you said, though, and I hate putting brothers against each other, though, but when you speak, you got to speak accurately, or you shouldn't be coming on platforms not speaking accurately. Family. Did you have any more statistics?
Now he's talking about it was all a fluke. You know, he's in the algorithm now. And all this stuff.
That's damn near like selling your soul.
Call him AB. The algorithm something he said. And I'm looking at like not just on tour right now.
You know, he called that man not relevant, and you know that he's releasing 7 albums right now, and also.
And here's the thing here's the other thing. Nas don't got to rap anymore.
Yeah.
Nas has made over $300 million just in tech startups.
I know you from Cal. How you been? You done been to Calabasas before, ain't it, guy?
Yes.
Good God Almighty! I just thought about that because I know I rode past Nas' house when I was out there. I rode past a lot of people's house, and I'm like,
you ain't been to Bel Air.
Nah, I haven't been to Bel Air. That's no. Yeah.
You talking about some real estate? Talking about houses?
Yeah.
LeBron right now tore down the whole house he bought, and he's rebuilding everything
from the ground up.
Yep.
That's crazy, man. That LA real estate and that stuff. You know, me and you haven't got a chance to talk about immigration out there and everything. We did it, but you wasn't on the screen or whatever, I think it was on the call in. And it's just interesting to me, all of that stuff going on in LA, and the Olympics is supposed to be there in the next 3 years. I'm just intrigued by how they're going to clean it up with all of this. They got the National Guards and the military there and everything. And I don't know how they're going to clean it up. And that's the most priciest place in the country. It's just interesting to me, fam.
They ain't gonna have no choice but to clean it.
Yeah.
See, Trump don't like Gavin Newsom. He don't.
Yeah.
So, with that being said, somebody gonna have to give. And what? In 3 years, Trump will be out of the office, right? 2 years, 3 years, he'll be out of office.
Yeah, he damn near 82. The world gonna change when the Trump era is over with.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But I actually don't like how Gavin Newsom, and I fixed it, young Lord. I wish somebody was. I didn't know. I can't hear him echoing. I can't hear a guy echoing. But young Lord said that you was echoing. Guy in the green, did you have your speakers or your headphones on at the same time? Now I know why he was echoing, but didn't nobody tell me he was echoing, so I didn't think to fix it. And I couldn't hear you echoing, guys. So at the end of the day, I just turned the echo cancellation on. See, StreamYard is crazy. You got to turn the echo cancellation on when you talking. You got to turn it off when you play the video because they don't have the audio. You know what I'm saying?
Sync together.
Yeah, but yeah, you see, Miss Mickey, you got to get us right now, Miss Mickey, when we live. I appreciate you though, but I don't like how Gavin Newsom and the mayor
is running things.
I don't like how they running things, to be honest with you.
I don't either. But, that's who they put in office.
Yeah.
You know who was there before him?
No.
Arnold, if I'm not mistaken.
Shit. Hell yeah. That's even worse because he was a Republican governor in a Democratic state. So it probably was a conflict of interest in getting things done anyway. Politics is weird in the United States right now and how
it is.
Yeah. That's crazy, man. Let's play the clip from Shannon Sharp. Did you see that today?
No, I didn't see none of it.
Oh my God.
Can I ask you a question, Jim?
Mm-hmm.
You smoke, right?
Yeah.
Were you smoking when you said you better than Nas?
I might have been a little bit. Well, as far as let's get this right. I'm way more influential than Nas, and I don't care what nobody say. I know I made a little boo-boo when we talk about the sales and all this type of shit. I don't feel like getting into that rhetoric about where I started and where he started.
Well, you said that bullshit.
But listen, Nas was nice when I was in high school. When I was in 10th grade, Nas came out. Nas was dope. We appreciated him. He had a little bit run. But Nas always came up second to Jay and DMX and all these other people. Like,
ain't no shame in that. There a lot of more folks came up second to Tom Brady.
He never had that type of influence on us, except for his first album. I already told you, I used to want to dress like Nas because he had a lot of fresh clothes that the hustlers used to wear and shit, and we used to see him on TV. He had one of the illest albums of all time. And then in high school when he had the barbecue and shit like that. So I'm a real fan of Nas, but he kind of lost me after the movie Belly and shit like that. Like, I don't.
Man, go ahead on with that, Jim.
I'm trying to tell you, I'm being honest. You ask me, I'm being a fan. I'm telling you, the movie Belly was fire, but after that, he kind of lost me. I think we was way too much into the game. Remember how this goes. You ever heard of a Kofi list?
Yeah.
Yo, go back into your history and find out what happened between us and him. You dig? And I'm not trying to repeat history, but don't play with us when it comes to that, bro. We already went wild on them boys. You heard? We the ones that went wild on them boys. You heard?
Hey, Jim.
Yo, and people out here acting like I said I'm gonna bring the Kofi list back. I just told you I'm a changed man. Stephen Law, can you dig?
Nah, look, I'm putting it like this, Jim. Hey, bro, you been at this thing, but lyrically, I'm gonna keep it a stack with you.
Yeah,
y'all
but look how you
with
dress.
Nas.
Look how you dress. You don't even be in the same places I be in.
I can be in the church house. You can't F with Nas lyrics. I don't know who told you that. Now look, y'all know you on that good stuff, but you're not seeing Nas. You're not seeing Nas, bro. Let's be real.
You got a bunch of 40 and 50-year-olds in their panties because I said I'm better than Nas.
It don't matter.
Look at you. Look at you.
Nobody from Dipset gonna take you over Nas. Nobody from the Diplomats but you.
Hold on, Jim. Hold on.
That shirt too tight.
Hold on.
Jimmy. You want to go back to I really mean it? I really mean it started. We could go back to the history, bro.
But you didn't even
do
say that,
bro. Don't do that, bro. That
shirt
be sticking up for Nas.
I got a question.
Let Nas stick up for itself and meet me in a booth or something if we want to do something historical.
Nas say he don't do that no more. Nas say he don't do that
because he got $100 million. He's a very wealthy man. You heard? He's a very smart businessman. He got a couple business flicks.
Hold on.
Is Jim Jones just 3 years younger than Nas? I was about to say something about ageism, but I think that young guy got Jim Jones out of character by co-signing him. The youth co-signed him. Now he's getting out of character. But the statement that he made that really caught my attention is that he's more influential than Nas, man. I'm going to be talking about this probably for a minute too, man. More influential is crazy to me, fam. What did you hear that caught your attention, and what has Jim Jones influenced besides a couple of outfits or some shit?
He ain't influenced a goddamn thing, but loving hip hop.
Ooh, I thought that was Joe Budden and Tahiri.
Nah, that was Jim Jones and Chrissy. But then he want to talk about, Jay-Z. Bro, we talked about Jay-Z and Nas. They went at it. What are we talking about? You was listening to Nas when you was in 11th grade. That should tell you something. He had a head start on you in rapping, bro. Somebody had to teach you how to rap. You're not lyrical. That's what we're talking about.
That's what we're talking about. But is he talking about influence? What is
influence? He's not. Who is he influencing? What is he influencing? Honestly, bro, You walking around with this gray beard. You still got braids in your hair, bro. You're a grown ass man with braids. Like, what are we talking about, bro? Like,
yeah,
you know, you walking around trying to make a fashion statement.
you know that's
Bro.
what happened wrong when they went into the versus battle against the Locks. They was trying to be cute, and the
Right.
Locks are with white tees and cargo shorts on, ready for war.
Right. Like,
Yeah.
if y'all was if you were so influential then, now, or whenever, bro, y'all should have had a chance against Diplomat. I mean, against the Locks. But like I said, when we talk about hip hop, we don't talk about Dipset because of their lyricism and what they have done for the culture per se about rap. You know, yeah, they made a mark. Yes, they did what they did as a group. But if you split them niggas up, what are they doing now? You nigga, you the last you got taught to rap, and you the only one rapping. we can split up the Locks, and them niggas can stand alone.
That's true. And they have you know, me and Florida Boy Jay talked about this on the show also earlier. It's something special about people who age with their fan base. That is the whole problem with artists like Jim Jones and Lil Wayne. And I'm not being disrespectful because they brothers still and they doing their thing or whatever though, but you got to be able to age with your fan base. You can't be trying to appeal to the youth.
No, because they're
life.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Go ahead, fam. My fault. Cool.
And I agree with everything you just said. Because one, you don't make the music that they listen to. You're trying to tap into stuff for a buck. If you would stay the course of who you are and what you are, your fans will follow. You don't have to tap into the youth. The youth got their own music they listening to. Leave them where they at, because they got to grow too on music. They have artists that they growing with.
Yeah. And they got to grow with the time with their artists and their that is interesting because Lil Wayne still rapping about drugs, Percocets, doing this and that, riding on skateboards. Nigga, you 40. Don't fall off that skateboard. You're gonna need a prosthetic leg. You know what I'm saying? Jim Jones still got rhinestones and shit on his belts and jewels and gems and rubies and shit on his belt, like my boy Doug said. It's just crazy though, but I want to read a couple of comments before we get back into the Big Sean freestyle, because we've been cooking on this thing. We'd had a whole podcast, family. On here talking about freestyles. Young Law said, compare the Dipset movement as a whole to Nas movement. Just the movement, not the music. I want to hear y'all opinion. You got an answer for that, fam?
They still wouldn't add up to what Nas have done. Nas is a cultural. He's like what Jay-Z is. They already solidified. They already stamped.
Yeah.
It's no different than how we talk about Rakim, and we talk about Big Daddy Kane, and we talk about Run DMC, and we talk about KRS-One. These artists are stamped.
That's a good question. I'm gonna get the Miss Mickey comment, but I gotta read that again because that's a good question.
It is a damn good question. I would never compare Nas and they don't correlate the same to me.
No,
I don't listen to Dipset like that. I listen to some of their music, not all. That just wasn't my.
I think we got somebody calling into the show, man. You calling into the show, fam?
Hey, what's going on, Mr. Trevor Jackson?
What's popping? Is this my dog Doge, man?
Yep. What's going on, Mr. Doug? How you doing, sir?
Oh, nah, this ain't Doug. This my partner, Guy Jackson, man. Talk to me, man. Are you hearing the conversation that we having on the show?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Absolutely. Educate us on your perspective, please, sir.
I mean, I'm y'all ages too. I'm in my 40s.
Yes, sir.
And thankfully, I made it this far. And I did listen to Jim Jones, not like that, but you know, when I'm by that time I was listening to Jim Jones.
Mm-hmm.
I was transitioning out the house. I got out my parents' roof late compared to how I see it, like 22 years old. So I think back then that was late, you know. But I was listening to Jim Jones music on a commercial level, and so when you're hanging with the shorties and stuff like that, yeah, they gravitate more to Jim Jones. My thing is this: Jim Jones, he is like a Jim Jones. He definitely was responsible for a lot of the uprising and getting people locked up. His music, his soundtracks. When Shorty bleeps, I bleep black. You know, like all that stuff. You remember how the courthouses were with the booths and the Nestel back then, you know? And so it was just crazy. Everybody could hear you on the three-way, the two-way, whatever.
Yes, sir.
And so it was an obnoxious time. So yeah, he was lit like that. You know? Ooh. My only issue with Nas is when he got older and older.
What about him getting older?
As he got older and older with his music, I did see what I saw even with my oldest child. I seen it in the house with the shorty and everything. We was watching Little Nas X, and Nas came out. I'm like,
don't do me like that.
And so you know what we're talking about. We can't deny that, right? Yeah. We can't deny that. Like, well, that was why he doing that. So it's just like when I hear, you know, like we supposed to look at these rappers as heroes, or like, man, you know, he the truth. Why he do that when he get older? Like he was already solidified.
Come on, man. Don't hurt my feelings, though. That's my dog now.
But you remember that, right?
It's the truth.
Jim Jones would never do nothing like that. When Chrissy be bugging him, when Chrissy was bugging him or loving him, he wasn't even really paying. He wasn't tripping on her. He was like on his pimp mode, you know, like whatever.
I like what you just did because I've been holding on to Nas and been championing Nas. I like how you put me in my place. Me and you always have. You know what I'm saying? Kind of, it don't be heated, but it be good, great conversations. But I got a combat for you though.
Go ahead, sir.
Now, when we seen all of this 9 Trey stuff, this Tekashi 6ix9ine and Jim Jones being recorded and stuff, you see? There you
on that one, yeah.
You want to
sealed files.
But I did mention.
Okay.
That's why. I mean, like, he is the Jim Jones. Like, he out there trying to kill the brothers.
Yeah.
You know, he really, that was foul. Yeah. That was foul. And what he was saying, he was trying to implicate others. He did. Correct?
I appreciate this conversation because you just put it into context that both of these brothers really it's no reason to be celebrating men.
I deal with Nas 24/7 over Jim Jones every day of the week.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, like every day of the week. You know, he made that. I don't know why he did. What type of bag? It's not like he was dancing around with a young queen. You know?
But he compromised himself for the bag, though.
Yeah, like if that was his first awards show or something. Like, okay, no, it wasn't.
Let me let my boy get in here, Guy Jackson, so he can give a perspective on what's being said. What's your thoughts on what's being said so far, Guy?
I mean, for me, I feel like You know, when it come to Nas and Jim Jones, I don't remember that quite. You know, just with the Lil Nas X, I never paid attention to it because I don't watch Lil Nas X, never have.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know from that perspective what's going on or what happened, but I do know, you know, allegations with Jim Jones, and you know, his backstory and you know all the stuff he done been into, even from being on the phone implicating that they need to take out 6ix9ine.
Yeah.
And nothing happened.
That's true because that's, you know, I've been arrested for this before. So I know that it's a possibility that it can happen. That is a minimum of a year in jail or a year in a probation or whatever. This is a charge, y'all. Communicating threats. Y'all can Google it and see how much time it takes or whatever time you have to do with communicating threats. That's what Jim Jones was guilty of, communicating threats. And what happened to Doge, man? He hung up. He was cooking too, man. I just want
and nothing ever happened to Jim Jones. Never did any time. Yeah. Nothing.
But you know, he was right about that about Nas though. And we could play the end of the freestyle and get up out of this thing because we've been on here for an hour.
I know, right? Well, we always set a time for ourselves, and you know,
we don't even have to play the rest of the freestyle. We can just
known caller.
Damn, my fault, y'all. Yeah. Hold on 1 second, Doge, and I'm gonna bring you in. I'm gonna let Guy finish his thoughts though. But what Doge was saying that was interesting was when Nas was performing with Little Nas X on stage. That shit nasty, fam. It seemed like a compromising situation, a low point in Nas' career.
I don't think it was a low point. I mean, if you take away what Lil Nas X and the stuff he was doing, the industry plant he was, I mean, he's just up there performing. Nas is.
Yeah, because he wasn't like hugging them or close to
him. No.
I like why he was.
Can I jump in?
Most definitely, my brother. Jump in.
All right. At that time, my oldest, he was probably like 6 or 7. All right. Probably like 6 years old. You know. Yeah. You know, I remember Little Nas X at the time. People were giving him crap about not being number 1 on the country billboards. But you know, I thought it was a good song. You know, he had us full. He went down to the schoolhouse. He was dancing with he had all the kids going wild. He was the new Baby Shark song. You know.
Yeah.
And what broke my heart is because I co-signed it too. You know, but then all of a sudden he revealed it, and he coming after the children, and that whole Nas performance when he came on stage with him. Remember those little Asian boys too. Those K-pop boys were dancing around with Little Nas. So it wasn't his thing. Like his little Big Nas he was trying to branch out to a younger market at this time, and it was just like compromising. I was like, what's he doing too? Like, man.
Yeah, that was nasty. Man, you messed me up with that, Doge, man. I ought to hang up on you for that because you messed up my whole aura of this whole conversation. But you are a man that is always informed and everything, and you bring good information and great topics all the time. But damn, you done threw me off with that. I can't even champion Nas after that no more. That is nasty work.
Will he do it again? Will he do it again? That's my thing.
I couldn't interview Nas because he would have to answer that question.
And I think he would answer it honestly. I think he would answer it honestly. If anybody was ever asked him, okay, during this time, what the hell was you doing?
Yeah. That's crazy, man.
However,
talk to us, Doge.
You know, I mean, like I said, lyrically, he is he's a genius on what I think. However, I think he would do it again with the right reason. He would do it again and again. We gotta watch some people when we get older, I guess.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm sorry to cut you off, but I don't think he would do it again. I'm gonna tell you why. Because he ain't got to. It's there. I mean, that man is up $300 million. He's on tour now. He don't need to rap anymore.
Okay, watch when one of these young girls. He going watch when the new sexy red the new one that comes out. Watch, he gonna be the one. He gonna jump on one of these. He gonna co-sign this stuff. That's my prediction.
No, I don't think Nas is going to make that mistake again. To be honest,
He's gonna go from I Rule the World to something else with another shorty. Watch, and it's gonna be like, damn, I don't even know no more.
That's when you compromise yourself for the record label. I like both of you guys' perspectives. I'm always the person on the platform trying to cause division to create conversation, man.
I think it's gonna be Doechii. He's gonna jump on a Doechii track where she gonna already been changed up her style and just gone straight toxic. And all bunch of rainbows and going after the children. And he gonna sing a little bit. And watch. He gonna jump on an I Rule the World type of remix with her.
No, that ain't Doechii.
Okay.
That's interesting that you say that though, because do you view Doechii as a talent, or is this just debauchery?
She's definitely talented, but she there's something going on.
She's promoting debauchery, but
she is.
Yeah, but she's
in an intelligible type of way, I think.
What did you say?
In it, like where it's digestible, like she's clear speaking.
It is,
and
yeah, it's digestible for the masses. But I'm the type of individual. Once I know, I'm done.
I'm done off Doechii. Yeah. You can put her on TV all you want. She could be on these Samsung commercials. I can see a million of them. I still don't give a damn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Doge. We about to land our plane on the show and everything. We just was coming to react to the Big Sean LA Leakers freestyle, but we got into a deep dive. Me and my boy Guy. Yeah. If you ain't checked out my boy Guy Jackson platform, he be having some dope discussions on his channel too, though. Doge, check him out, man.
Big Sean should be disgruntled a little bit, you know.
Okay.
He got a bad girl too. Like, I mean, like she can really sing, you know. His wife, but he should be a little disgruntled and a little, because he always been that. What about me?
Who should be more disgruntled, Big Sean or Wale?
Oh wow, man, Wale too, man. I mean, I'll give Big Sean the thing, but yeah, Wale might be allowed a voice when it comes down to he did get blackballed a little bit. Yeah. Too much of a gentle man.
Yeah, both of them are very talented individuals, man. It's just that sometimes in this culture, it's a demonic culture, and then you have to do things that you probably don't agree with to be able to participate in these type of activities and in this game. And
that's why they sit out.
That's a fact.
It's like DC and Detroit. Those are like those are kind of interesting areas to kind of come out and get your own career and lane. You got and have your own voice. And
they're not talking about the street side of Detroit or DC. They are talking about their lives, experiences. From what I know, Wale is more of a poet than anything.
Yeah, he's not talking about the like. I know they'll pack you up. Even if you're coming from New York to DC, they will pack you back up. They will pack your ass back up. Same thing. Detroit. They have that reputation.
Mm-hmm.
You ask a sister at a bar, can I get you a drink? She'd be like, nah, nigga, what you want to drink?
Yeah. Both of those cities are tough cities, to be honest with you, though, because DC ain't nothing to play with all those politicians up there and those criminals and those politicians on illegal substances and all of that. But I don't want to talk too heavy on the show to get it demonetized or nothing. It's just that they both tough cities. It's just that real music don't get the push. They pushing the sexy reds. They pushing what's buddy from Florida who just beat up his girl or whatever, Rod Wave, because he's miserable.
Bro, his music, I can't listen to none of his stuff. It's depressing.
Yeah.
Depressing. Like, I don't listen to none of his stuff. It's like that shit sit you in a trance. For real, bro. Like, you be in a state of mind. You can be in a up, be up, and then you listen to his music and it's like, that's a downer, bro. It's like, bro, life is not that damn bad. What are you talking about?
He come from that Future type of pedigree, like they you can hear that what he's trying to kind of do.
No, they making him do this. That's what it is.
Right.
The industry, he done got in the lane where he got into that lane. What artist was that one was once in that same lane? And man,
Young, wasn't it?
He was more in the uplifting lane. Rod Wave is straight suicidal music. That's what it sounds like to me. Somebody said that in the comments too.
Yeah.
And I agree, because you listen to his music, it's always about like dark stuff.
Yeah.
Like, it's sad shit. And it's like, yo, where's the uplifting music at, bro?
Go get you some happy, nigga.
Right. Juice WRLD. Yep. Juice WRLD. Yep. Juice WRLD.
Okay.
Yep.
You said that Juice WRLD. Oh my Lord. Because you went from to Triple X, and then I had said Future, and then the Triple X, but it is more Juice WRLD. Yeah. He's like the combination of that. Yeah.
Yeah, Juice WRLD and Future and all of that. That drug induced, I'm sad and somebody help me get happy. I don't understand that. Happiness is a choice, nigga. Go outside and go get you some happy, nigga. For real, man.
Spend that money.
Go live life.
On yourself or something.
Yeah, go live life, man. Hey, I appreciate you always supporting me, Doge, man. Thank you for always participating and calling into the show. We about to land the plane. I got to get me something to eat. I've been up since 3 a.m. this morning.
All right, who you got on that fight, though, with Charleston White versus the Island Boy? It's tonight.
That's cap. You capping.
No, he ain't.
Tonight. It's happening right now tonight.
Is it pay-per-view? Can I stream it? I'll pay for it
stream
right now.
On that I don't want to say his name too much, but Aiden Ross.
Yeah.
It's on Kick.
Damn.
Yeah, it's free. But yeah.
Let me download Kick.
They fighting tonight.
I got Charleston White.
Yeah, he should. He should.
I got Charleston.
I mean, it's gonna be it'll be sad if that it go the other way. But yep. It's for real, for real.
Damn, why you didn't tell me that earlier? I would have had that on her. We could have called in and talked and been going crazy on that, man.
Yeah, we're gonna find out one way or another what happens.
Okay.
Trust me.
Hey man,
yeah.
Thank you for your time. I appreciate you so much, Doge. Thank you.
All right, gentlemen.
Yes, sir. Let's wrap this thing up, guy, man. Thank you for your time also, my brother.
I appreciate you, bro. Always, man.
Let's get back.
You send the text out. I'm here, man. I'm here.
Yeah. I don't want to waste your time. I just want to create high quality content with my boy. Get your perspective and your thoughts, man. And thank you for your time again, though, guy.
Always, bro.
Yeah. Chill.
The Reverence Jackson Podcast.